So we got a 2018 Yukon with a 6.2, and the engine oil cooler lines have been leaking. So we're getting them replaced. So far I pulled the skid plate off that goes right here. It goes from this bar right here, down under, then back. Right, it's right there. But then back here, got the drive lane pulled out of the front diff. And then we pulled this little heat shield off the knock sensor. That's a 13 millimeter that holds it on. Pull that out. And then the strap bolts, they're 11 millimeters. And then we'll unplug that sensor, knock sensor right there. Unplug that. And then we will come along and pull these two 8mm bolts out, or 10, sorry. Those two 10s out. And I'll have to get the catch pan under here, but then we'll pull those lines out the front and snake the new ones in. And then we gotta unhook the other half out of the radiator. All right, so we got an update on this. We cut those two lines in the very beginning, showed you that. But we got the two bolts out, and it's this big old block. But in order to get it out, to snake it out, you gotta snake it out the front. There's not a whole lot of room right here to get it out. So what I had to do is I took and I unbolted the differential from the mounting brace, so it dropped down on this side. And then you gotta take the steering rack. You gotta unbolt the steering rack out. We got two 24mm bolts here, and then two 18mm bolts here. One in this hole and one up here higher, right there and right in here. And that all just drops down, and there's the two little cross braces that hold the skid plate, but that all just sags down. It won't hurt nothing, it's just sitting on the tie rod ends, both sides. Differentials drop down as low as it'll go, and then you just turn this so it's sitting like this. You just turn it like that, this angle comes up, and then it just slides straight out. So now we'll snake the new ones in, button everything up down here that we need to, and then probably go up top. Oh, and there's this bracket right here. It's a 10mm nut that's on there, and it is right, you can barely see the stud sticking out right there. Let's see, let me get my flashlight set somewhere. So right there's the stud right there. It's got an 8mm or 10mm nut. You pull that off, slide the hoses off, and you can get them out. So all right, so we got it set down, got all the stuff buttoned up underneath, aside from the skid plate, but we're gonna lift it up and wash all the oil off. But the lines go in on this is the right side of the radiator, so the passenger side. They go in on these ports right there, that port, and there's one down on the bottom. And yes, I know you can get these out with the release tools, but for the 30 seconds it takes to just pull them little clips out, it's easy. I do call them Jesus clips because sometimes they just shoot off into space and go see Jesus. But pull them out, and then the lines come out, you don't have to fight them, and then you just pop the clips back in, snap the line in, put the little plastic cover on it to the clip retainer, and then they're in there. So got the old ones out. To get it out, I just use a pick, 90-degree pick. Just pull one side of the clip up, and then slide it in, loop it around, and they just pop out. So all right, so the Yukon's gone. The customer was coming pretty quick to get it, so We just got it finished up, got it buttoned up, got the oil changed in it. That's pretty much all that was left on it. It was a short video, but that's all right. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do valve adjustment on this Saturn next, so be watching for videos on that. Got to pull the whole intake off, both valve covers.